Hey Internet, it's me and her. And we are back once again with another movie. This time, A Tale of Two Sisters. Now, I've not seen this before. You recommended this because you love
Yes.
Asian horror.
I love Asian horror.
I had not actually seen this before. So, my first impression, I guess, it was interesting. Last year, I saw, and I forget the name now, it was a family movie where there's this little kid and he goes to visit his dad or his parents or whatever, and they move into a new house. And then, he's just acting out whatever, and he goes into his room and he goes on like a Narnia adventure with his little
Okay.
sister. And then at the end of it, they go through this whole big adventure, and at the very end, the sister is like, I'll stay here. And then so he goes back to the house alone, but then you realize the sister had died earlier on and she was never with him in the movie.
Oh.
And so watching this movie made me think of that because similar thing where in this movie the whole time you're trying to figure out, who's like what's going on or what are the perceptions, and then I said it to you as we were watching, like right before
Literally
the
right
guy
before.
says your sister's dead, Soo Yeon is dead. I'm like, he's not looking at her. I think I know what's happening.
Yeah.
And then, like, as I said it, they revealed it. But you go a good half of the movie before you realize.
Yeah, a huge chunk. And it's really cool because, like, watching it again, not only, like, as an adult, but, like, after, like, having seen it a couple times, like, knowing that she's dead, you start to pick up on a lot of things, like, when she first shows up in the beginning and she has her feet in the water. They both have their feet in the water, but like when they go to get up, you only see like Soo Mi's feet as she gets out of the water. So
Yeah.
there's like really, she's like the only one wearing color. Soo Yeon is like wearing these like
Oh, yeah.
very neutral, pale colors. And even like the stepmother, who you find out is also Soo Mi, like
Yeah.
she's not wearing bright colors. She's just, everyone's kind of a background character, and which is
Mm-hmm.
kind of funny because she's all of them. But like, yeah, it's like being an adult now, it's more sad than it is scary. It's like,
Yeah.
I feel so bad, like, for Soo Mi and for her father, and like, the whole situation is just like incredibly sad.
Yeah. I will say, it's written very well. Like, this is one, I wouldn't wait 10 years like you did, but I would want to go back and watch now, knowing the whole time, just to see how different things are done. Because, like you said, like, the emotion and just the way they do certain things, like it. Now that you know, I feel like it would be a different movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like it would be less of the mystery or like the suspense, and more of just like look at how they're interpreting different things. Like there's one point where Sumi is comforting her sister, like don't worry, this won't happen again. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. And then you realize at the end of the movie, like, oh, her sister died while she was home, and that's what she's apologizing for. Is, oh, I'm sorry I didn't come and help you when you were a room away.
It won't happen again.
Yeah.
Because it literally can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the whole thing is sad because, like, it's, like, you kind of get, like, through little vignettes and glimpses, you see, like, you start to understand that, like, the father cheated on his wife with this woman he met probably at medical school, it looks like.
It seemed like it, yeah.
And
then moved her into the house, which
moved
is
her
crazy.
into the house. I think, if I'm remembering correctly, the mom maybe was sick or something, but the mom took her own life in Soo Yeon's closet,
Yeah.
which later then fell on her, and the stepmom walked in
and then just left
and saw her trying to claw out, and then like just walked away, which was pretty screwed up. So,
and then blamed Soo Mi for not going to help her. Be like, well, you're going to regret this. Like,
yeah, you're going to regret this.
Be like, well, tell her what she's going to regret.
Yeah.
She won't.
And then at the end, she gets eaten by the house. So
yeah, that was. There were only two things in the movie that confused me. One was earlier on when we see the uncle with his, I assume, girlfriend, maybe wife, I don't know.
Yeah.
But she gets sick during the dinner, and then she's like, oh my god, I saw the girl in the house under the sink. And that part threw me, because now that we know none of the other girls are real, it was just Soo Mi. I'm like, okay, well then what did she see? Like, I don't know what that was. And then also at the end, I don't know what happens to the stepmom, because, like, was there a ghost? Did the house eat her? Like, what?
I think it's
I don't know what happens.
I think it's the mom's spirit.
Okay.
That's, like, haunting the house. So, like, yeah, there are a couple supernatural parts where, like, there's someone underneath the kitchen sink.
Yeah.
And then the part where she gets eaten at the end. I think it's the mom just like screwing around, making people upset, and then getting her vengeance for ruining her life.
The lady killed her daughter essentially. So yeah, I can see that.
Well, she
physically,
kind of
she
killed
killed
her own
daughter. But,
yeah, she fell on top of her.
Yeah.
And she could have killed herself somewhere else.
But yeah, I don't know. That aside, I did really like it. Like it was. I wouldn't even say it was a slow burn. Like it felt slow, but now that I know what was happening, I don't think it was. I think it was feeding you clues that you just couldn't pick up on yet.
Yeah.
Like I think now that I know, if I went back and watched it, I think there's more going on than you realize, which I really appreciate. Like I love when you get a movie that you can go back and watch knowing the ending and it becomes a different movie. Like I love when the writing is clever enough to be like, okay, you saw it once, now try it again and it's something else. Like that's
entirely
always impresses me. I love that.
Entirely different. Like, yeah, exactly. I remember watching this as like a, I don't know, 12, 13-year-old, and just like having to pause when you saw the girl underneath the sink, and just like, I think I gave it a day, and then I came back to it, but it was like, I remember the suspense and being like, what's going to happen next? The very subtle at the beginning, the climb noise inside of the closet. Like, and that's her hearing herself as Soo-young.
Yeah.
Trying to, it's just like, it's so good. There's so much of it. And then, like her being like, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. And her holding her and just like, waking up from the dreams and looking next to her and seeing that Soo-young's really there. Because, like, in her dream, she died. And, like, even though she's not really there.
But that's the thing is, like, she's looking to see her there, hoping that it was a dream and that she is. Yeah.
And she thinks that it was a dream. Yeah.
And I have to say, too, like, the language wasn't English, obviously, so we're not getting the full effect, but I think the acting was really well done, like, especially when they're, like, arguing. I mean, essentially it's one girl arguing with herself, but in reality it's two actors, and, like, their inflection and just the way they're emoting, like, they still... I feel like they're in the roles really well. Like, at no point did I not believe any of them. Like, even though I didn't understand, like, just from the subtitles, I'm like, no, I totally, like, I get where they're coming from. I understand the characters. I believe it all. So, yeah.
Yeah, and there wasn't even, like, there's not a ton of dialogue. It's a very quiet film, except for when something happens, and then you have to apologize to the people who live with you because it's too loud. But that's kind of like par for the course for this era of movie. But yeah, it gets really like, I don't remember what we were talking about.
I was talking about the acting.
The acting, yes. So I was trying to actually segue into like the cinematography. There was that one cut that like we both were just like drooling over when Sumi finds out that she's Sumi, and she's sitting there as the stepmother. And the stepmother walks in, the real one. Yeah. And
the camera pans around and behind her. And then you see where the stepmom was sitting is now Sumi. And it looks like one continuous shot. Like, that was a very well done shot.
Really good. Because it goes around from her back and comes around the front. And you still see the stepmother. And then it goes around the stepmother's shoulder. And then it's Sumi. And it's so good.
Yeah. And, like, I know where they hid the cut. I understand what the camera trick is. But it was done incredibly well. It was timed flawlessly. Like, it didn't look like they hit cut. It looked like they just pulled off an impossible shot. Like, it was very well done. And there are a lot of those moments, too, though. Like, a lot of things in this movie looked just really good. And the things they chose to linger on just kind of, like, clues you into something might be weird and just... Yeah, a lot of the shots here I loved. Yeah. I know the one where the camera's on the floor at first.
Yeah, and she steps
and then she's coming down the hall, and when she steps on the floorboard, like, blood oozes up from between the boards. Good. It's, again, easy effect. I know how it's done, but it looks really good in camera. Like, there was a lot of great scenes in this.
Yeah, and the audio, the, like, music really synced really well to the, like, fast cuts, because it's a lot of... quiet, and then suddenly a loud noise, and that's kind of where the horror comes from. Is like you're shocked in that moment that there's something quick that happens, but it doesn't linger, and like neither does the music or the shot. It's always just like a very quick like blip.
Yeah, and I like for some of those too. Like we got it a lot at the end when like Sumi was really starting to break, where they would even remove some of the frames from the animation to make it look jerkier and quicker. And, like, I always love that effect when it's done. I know Tim Davis, the producer, director, writer, editor, guy that does everything, he did that in the first feature I was in. There's a scene at the end where Tyler has to kill someone with a crowbar, and it's just the swing didn't look violent enough. So what Davis did is he would remove like one of every like 5 frames for the swing, just to make it look that much faster and more visceral.
Yeah.
And it's a simple thing, but the effect it has, like it changes the motion entirely.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like they did that in this movie multiple times, just to great effect. Like it always improved that. I don't want to say action because it's not really an action movie, but the scene just looked more.
Yeah, and it's always like you can almost tell they're doing it. It's like an unsettling effect. Like
Yeah,
it feels like superhuman or supernatural. Like it's a really, really effective.
it does. It gives it that supernatural, like almost uncanny quality. Yeah.
Like was it at The Ring, like the American Ring?
Yes.
When they removed the frames of her walking. Yeah.
They really. Oh, don't get me started on that movie. That is. Oh man, I love that movie.
So good.
But yeah, this, and then you said no. This did like every Asian horror movie. This got an American adaptation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I believe it was The Uninvited in 2009. They changed a few things, but it was effectively the same thing. So, stepmom, chaos ensues. In that case, I think the boathouse burns down. It's like it's very 2009, like well-off rich kid living in the burbs. But I think I remember liking that adaptation. I'd be curious to watch it again and see like if I still liked it.
Yeah, I've not seen that since it came out. I don't remember too much of it. I also had no idea it was a remake. So now that I've seen the original, I would definitely want to go back and watch that now and be like, okay, now how does this compare? Like, how does this rate to the original and also to what I remember from, I don't want to say it out loud, but 16 years ago when it came out.
Oh my god, I remember seeing that in theaters.
Yeah.
Being excited to.
But yeah, so for this movie, I don't know, like, usually this is where I put in the buts, but I don't know that I have too many negatives here. Like, I mean, maybe on your first watch, like I said, it might feel a little slow at points. It might feel like a slow burn. But even then, I think once you know what's going on, like once you catch on and you start to just think back, a lot of it makes more sense.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was slow as a negative. I think it was written really well.
Yes. Yeah, we were saying it was very like 80s cinematography with 90s like color styling.
Yes.
And 60s like almost cinematography and writing. Like it was very like art house kind of.
It was hard to pin down the era. There was a couple times. Oh, excuse me. I talk too much and I forget how to breathe. There were a couple times with the cinematography. There's one especially where Sumi was in her bed and you could see the red closet doors behind her. And just because of the camera, the style, or maybe the equipment they had, or the lighting, whatever it was, it almost looked like it was a matte painting background, like they did in the early like 60s and 70s films. Like it didn't even look like a set. And I knew it wasn't, because why would you fake the backdrop of a bedroom? That's a small, easy set. But it just, the way it looked made me think, I'm like, I don't know what era this is. I don't know what equipment they use. Like, this is a very weird combination for me.
We went to start it and it said 2003 and I was like, I thought this was like mid or late 90s when I saw it. So I think it's classic.
Yeah. I definitely... Like, this is a very good one. I didn't know what to expect going in. I knew nothing about the movie. I knew you had recommended it as one that you liked when you were younger, and it was an Asian horror film. So at first I'm like, okay, so maybe like The Ring or The Grudge. You know, I've seen those. I know what to expect from those. And this was very different than those. It was a lot more suspense and a lot less like jump scare and like horror. But it was still very good. Like, I like when you can get a good suspense, not even thriller, just a movie that captivates you. Like, the whole time you're watching, you're like, I don't know what's going to happen next, but I want to find out.
I'm really confused, but I want to watch it again.
Yeah.
Right now, I want to watch it again. And I want to see your reaction now that you know.
Yes, this is one I'm definitely going to go back and watch again because, like I said, I feel like it would be a different experience, and I want to see how many different things I pick up now, or how different just the conversations and the scenes play out, knowing the truth about them.
Right, and just how horrible it is for the man, for the father.
Yes.
Like his daughter's acting like his wife, or like
His
whoever
dead daughter.
she is.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, and it's just it's so sad all around, but like it's just so beautiful.
And like every time the two of them talk, which you realize now are the only actual conversations that happens, like they're playing the pronoun game. They're not using names. They're always saying she or her or you.
With that woman.
And and so it's got to be crazy from the guy's perspective, because when she does mention like Soo Young, her dead sister, like how's the father supposed to react?
Yeah.
Like his daughter is basically breaking down, and it's a lot to take in, but it's really good. Like honestly, props to the writers for making something like just really captivating and that has all these hidden things that you don't catch until your second or third watch.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think that's it. Great film. Glad I saw it. Definitely recommend.
Glad I already saw it.
Yeah, stay tuned. There's more of these videos, so come back tomorrow and there will be another one, and probably another person, or maybe just me, or I don't even know anymore. But yeah, see ya.
Bye.